Hello, hello. We are back with another video, and today's video is about a topic that you're probably not going to want to hear because it is just a truth bomb that isn't quite so fun. And that is if you are here trying to lose weight, get healthier, shed some pounds. If you are still drinking and eating out pretty regularly, I hate to break it to you, but it's probably not going to happen. Or it's going to be that much harder for you, that much of a struggle. You're going to keep spinning your wheels at the gym and you're genuinely not really going to see results because you're going to keep moving, you're going to think like you're doing something good for your body, but at this on the other end, if you're filling your body with alcohol and unnecessary foods, you're just spinning like a hamster on a wheel. And you're not really going to move forward. So I'm here to kind of lay it all out for you, tell you the honest truth because I genuinely want to see you all successful on your weight loss journey or your health journey. And these two things, these two things are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. I will probably be blue in the face and I will keep talking about it until it sinks in and until you're like, okay, we got it already. I'm not eating out. I'm not drinking. Please, for the love of God, can you stop? And that's when I'll stop. But until then, I am going to keep harping on this. If you are, let's say, here and you want to get to here with your weight loss, there is going to be a period where you should cut that out as much as possible. Now, I personally, I eat out now, and that's because I went through the motions of not eating out and, cutting out alcohol and being very, very careful with my diet. And now I feel like I'm at a point where I know how my body works and how quickly it metabolizes food and how much I can get away with eating and how often I can eat out without it really taking me overboard. So I know my body now. It took me like 3 years to get to this point. It was a lot of trial and error, and right now I'm just telling you that it's a temporary thing. Temporarily, I really want you to focus on cutting that out until you see your weight loss goals. Okay, so it's not like a permanent thing. Um, and also, I've upped my workouts at the gym, so I can afford to do it a little bit more often than maybe like the average person. Okay. So, I mean, another key, like a really key thing is, um, so as you know, where is it? Where is it? Yes, there it is. The reason I'm qualified to talk about this today is because I have personally lost at least 15 pounds going through my own weight loss journey, and I documented in this book. And in fact, it's called Sexy Rich Body, and the number one thing on the list, so I ordered everything to do in a list. And I put the biggest bang for your buck at the top. So everything that, it goes like incrementally like down, but it starts with like the biggest bang for your buck, which is number one, cut out eating out and cut out drinking. If you were to only do those two things, you will be light years ahead. In fact, you will see results just from doing those two things alone. That's how important they are. I would even rather you not work out and just do those two things. I guarantee you will immediately shed, if I had to guess, I don't know, maybe 5 pounds, maybe more. Depends on, your schedule and how often you've already been consuming alcohol and eating out. Um, but now I'm going to just get into it and tell you the truth about each one. So, first of all, alcohol. Alcohol is literally poison in your body. So when you consume alcohol, your body's first instinct is to quickly get rid of that as fast as possible. So it registers it as poison and it halts all fat loss. It halts all your progress at the gym and it immediately focuses on trying to metabolize that alcohol as fast as possible. And so when you consume that alcohol, number one, it slows down your own natural metabolism because it's all focused on the alcohol. Secondly, it causes crazy inflammation. We're talking puffy face, we're talking, excess puffiness around your waist, puffiness on your arms. I mean, literally just puffiness everywhere instantaneously. Like the next day or 2 days later, like you will see the puffiness. And it takes a few days to go away too. So it's not like an overnight thing. Um, a third reason you definitely want to absolutely stay away from alcohol is that it completely messes with your hormones. It actually makes you hungrier and it eliminates your inhibitions and like you start craving bad food. I mean, we've all been there. I've been there where, you drink and like I know that I have to eat because if I don't eat, I'm going to wake up feeling even worse. So I eat a late night junk food, thing that I shouldn't be eating that I wouldn't have eaten otherwise had I not drank. But now I'm eating it just to combat how I'm going to feel the next day and to alleviate it a little bit more. So, and it always just lowers your standards on what you're willing to eat. Like normally, I'd probably never eat fast food, but when you're drunk and it's 2 a.m. and you're desperate for food, you're gonna eat fast food, most likely. Who's been there? I know you've been there. Um, yeah, so like overall, it's terrible for you. I mean, we all know that. I get it. Um, I love the social aspect of drinking. I really do. I love that it makes me like kind of happier and more bubbly. I totally understand, but there can be a point where maybe at first it's a little bit difficult to get into that bubbly state because you feel like you need alcohol. But once you cut it out, you will actually get used to it. And I think that your own natural happiness level will go up and you will find that you actually don't need alcohol to be happy. So those are like some really, really key points. And I just want to reiterate that drinking while also going to the gym is going to hinder your results. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Drinking while also going to the gym will hinder your results. It's almost like you shouldn't even, not that you shouldn't go to the gym, but like there's almost no point because you're just going to be like at the same place and you're not going to move forward. So it's almost like those reps at the gym didn't really do anything for you. Um, Me personally, I cut out alcohol. I still drink once in a blue moon. I'm not saying like I never, ever, 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 ever touch alcohol. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet where I never touch it. I would love to get to that point. I also kind of like the fact that I'm not so restrictive about it either. So I'm choosing to live a healthier life without creating unnecessary rules that are going to maybe make me want to break them. If I want to have a glass of wine, I will have a glass of wine. Simple as that. But I just don't go overboard and I don't do it very often. And once I did really cut it out and start eating healthy, I mean, my skin like started glowing. I also think that was a big factor, contributing factor to my hair growing better, growing in thicker. All of these things, I think alcohol really hinders your success and it just like hinders your beauty to like come out, and like isn't that important? Don't we all want to look and feel our absolute radiant self? And so cutting out alcohol, I think, will help with all of that. All right. So can we all agree that we're just gonna like severely cut down our alcohol intake and only do it when it's absolutely necessary or absolutely like totally well deserved or something really, really, really big that we're celebrating? Now, the second thing I want to talk to you about, and again, like unpopular opinion, and that is I really, really would love to see you cut down on eating out. So, eating out might not seem as bad as alcohol. I do think alcohol is probably worse, but restaurant food is almost just as bad. Like the seed oils and the excess calories, the excess sugar, the excess salt, it's all extra and unnecessary. And if you're someone that has noticed an increase in weight year over year over year, if you are someone that's been gaining like 5 pounds a year, maybe 10, maybe 15 pounds a year or more, I really, really want to urge you to pay attention to this and challenge yourself to maybe cut back on eating out and start cooking your own foods. I promise you, it will make such a big difference. It will give you the biggest bang for your buck as far as effort is concerned. Meaning, if you didn't go to the gym, but if you just cut out eating out, I promise you, you will see results very, very easily and quickly. Like I would give it within 2 weeks, I am pretty sure that you will see results just from doing that one action alone. And restaurants, they're not designed to make you fit. They are designed to keep you coming back. So they make it fun. They add things and preservatives and just extra stuff to the food to make you want to like come back and have more of it. And they do things to it that you would not normally do if you were cooking. Like if you saw how much butter or fat or this or salt or sugar went into how they make it at restaurants, I guarantee if you actually witnessed how they do it, you probably wouldn't even consider eating out. But we don't know because it's behind the kitchen. And so we don't actually know what they're doing. But there are so many hidden things that they put in our food that we don't want in us. And another thing is they also portion it like insanely big. And we see that, and then that becomes our new norm, these huge ass portions. We think that that's normal, whereas if we were at home, we probably wouldn't be eating that much. And another danger of eating out is all the hidden calories and the stacking of calories that happen before you even get your main course. So you walk in, you order your cocktail that's full of sugar, full of unnecessary calories that you don't need. Then you go and you order your apps, and your apps have God knows how many calories are in there. And so you've probably reached your maximum daily caloric intake with just that alone. And then you're kind of full at that point, but you still have a whole other main course coming your way. And that main course, who knows how many that has. So you've really blown your caloric intake for the full day. And that is how the calorie creep sets in. And that is how we gain weight over time. It's like a secret hidden back door where you're not even realizing that you're doing something wrong, but it will catch up to you over time. So, just something to be really, really aware of. And the myth about like ordering healthy is also not really um, the best because they will still load your healthy salad with tons of excess unnecessary calories, like, all of the nuts and the, dressing and the dried cranberries and whatever it is that they put in your salads. It actually ends up almost being better to if you had just ordered a steak full of protein than to have eaten that salad that you thought was healthy, but really it actually isn't. Again, we don't really know because they're the ones cooking it. They're the ones preparing the food behind the scenes. So really just try to like avoid eating out if you can. For me personally, again, when I stopped eating out temporarily, like I kind of put a very, very hard limit on it to only eating out maybe like once a month. I know that kind of sounds extreme. I get it. But again, it was only temporary. So when I did that, I noticed personally the inflammation from my body just went away. I mean, it was just the most beautiful and amazing thing to finally see that little bloated pooch that I had to that was slowly shrinking and getting smaller. And I really attribute that to my diet because I'm sorry, I was working out very regularly prior to that. I also wasn't generally a big drinker. The only thing I changed, like the main thing that I changed was eating out. And once I cut that out, I mean, like literally the fat just started to melt off. It was amazing. And so I know that if you were to incorporate that, like you're going to see results right away. I promise you. And so why the gym cannot compete with those two things? Because if you go to the gym and you do a really like excellent workout, especially for females, I would guess the maximum you're going to burn is anywhere between like 300 and 500 calories on like a very good day. Like I have to work my ass off at the gym to even burn that much. So even with burning that much, if you go to a restaurant, one cocktail and a couple bites of your appetizer, and you just gained it all back. Like that's how quickly these things add up. You cannot out cardio, out cycle, out work out a bad diet. I promise you. Especially if you're combining that with alcohol. I mean, forget about it. I honestly swear would rather you not kill yourself, not um, put the idea in your head of like wanting to lose weight if you're going to continue doing that. I would at that point just accept your body the way it is and be happy with it. And because the two thoughts of like, oh my God, I gotta be fit, I gotta like lose weight, I hate my body, and then, oh my God, I'm like working out and not seeing any results. And then on the other hand, you're like eating out and drinking and doing all these things. It's like this tug of war where it's like, you know what? I like my body. No, you know what? Maybe I'm not happy with my body the way it is, but I'm not willing to change my lifestyle. I am not willing to cut out alcohol or restaurant food, not even temporarily, not even to see my goals. I am not willing to change my lifestyle. Therefore, I am going to be perfectly happy with the way my body is right now. And then forget about it. Literally just stop thinking about it. Like, I'd literally rather you declutter your mind and not even think about how you're falling behind in your body, your ideal body type, and just enjoy your life and just accept it and not even have that extra added stress. I promise you, I would actually rather you do that than to just constantly like do this like back and forth in your mind. Um, and it's just about like being honest with yourself. Like just be honest with yourself, love your body, and move on. And maybe one day this will catch up to you and you will want to make the changes. I mean, it's a journey. This is all a journey, like becoming our best, like richer, hotter, sexier, smarter self. It's a journey. It's going to take time, and we're all at different levels and different desires. Sometimes it starts off with a very, very small desire to make a couple tweaks, and then you make those couple tweaks, and then now you have a desire for something else, and then you move to that desire. That's how it happened for me. First, I just wanted to like shed some weight and look skinny. Now I'm moving into the phase of like, no, like I want to actually be a little bit more athletic. I want to, have a very muscular, um, like butt, I guess, is, yeah. So like my desire levels have changed over time. And that might happen to you. Maybe right now you don't have a strong desire, and that's fine. That is okay. Own it, embrace it, and move on. Okay. Um, so I do want to read this sentence for you. The gym builds strength, tones your muscles, boosts your mood, 100%. But if you are eating and drinking, you'll never eating out, I mean, and drinking, you'll never see those muscles because they'll be buried under bloat and fat. So I bet you there are a lot of you out there who are working out and you're wondering why maybe you're not seeing the results that you want to see. So I really want to invite you to examine how much you're actually eating out, how much you're actually drinking, and realize that those things could potentially be affecting your body more than you think it is. And experiment. Why not try not doing that? Try it for a week, then maybe move up to 2 weeks, then move up to 30 days. So, in general, I do think that this is the two most biggest bang for your buck, the things that are gonna like help you see results right away. And I really urge you to see what happens. Now, I'm going to give you some ideas of what could potentially happen if you were to cut them out. So the first thing is your body will naturally drop water weight and bloat. And who doesn't want that? I mean, who doesn't want to get rid of their bloat? This is like one of, I think, women's biggest pain points is like tired of just seeing bloat when we know we're not big, we are just bloated. So imagine getting rid of your bloat, your digestion improves, and your stomach flattens, your skin clears, you have more energy, your workouts suddenly start bearing more fruit, more results. Like your efforts at the gym are actually paying off to the eye. Whereas before you were kind of just, stagnating, like maybe you were staying the same, you weren't getting like you weren't gaining, but you weren't losing, but you're just like staying the same. So you'll actually start seeing your weight drop, and you'll start to see faster results. And that's why I say if you want the quickest results with the most minimal effort is cutting out alcohol and cutting out restaurant food. Okay. So I want to give you some practical tips. Number one, cut it out for 30 days. Just try it. Try it, see how it goes for you. Journal on it, like pay attention to how your body changes, how your mood changes, how your sleep changes, how your skin changes, how your tummy changes, how like your puffiness in your face and your arms and your stomach. Um, just pay attention to all of that. And I encourage you to cook more at home. Okay? Eat at least 80% of your meals at home. Prep cleaner meals, um, and really just save restaurants for very, very intentional moments like celebrations. But really, ideally, if you could just cut it out for 30 days and see what happens. And also notice how much easier it is to move your body and to also wake up in the morning. I guarantee you, you will probably see more energy actually if you were to do that. So, and the deeper layer to all of this is that it's not just about cutting out alcohol and cutting out restaurant food and losing the weight. This is about becoming that person. It's the identity shift, right? Identity shift that like you are that person that has really high standards for yourself. You're that person who goes to the gym, only feeds your body the purest of ingredients, treats your body like a temple. You sleep early, you wake up early, you go to the gym, you meditate, you, you know, do your hair and your makeup and you dress well. And it's about all of that. These all go hand in hand. This is, something that I'm very passionate about. Clearly, I wrote a whole book about it. I'm creating a whole YouTube channel around this because I really, really want to encourage and empower and get you all to start thinking about your own life and how can we show up better and sexier and richer and smarter. That is my wish, is just getting people to kind of wake up out of that funk and want to show up as like the sexiest version of yourself and then some. And every day just keep improving upon that. All right, so the call to action today is I'm challenging you for 30 days to cut out drinking and alcohol. That's all I'm asking you. I'm not even asking you to work out. You don't have to, but you can if you want. Just cut those two things out and let me know how that works out for you. Did you lose weight? Did you see any results? Did you see any other changes happen in your life? I really want to encourage you to do that and just watch how your body changes during that time because there is almost no way that you're not going to see results from that. And definitely come back and share with me how that worked. If this video resonated with you, make sure you subscribe. Please like the video. Please share it with someone that you think might need to hear it. And yeah, because your dream body isn't at the gym, it's hiding under those habits that you need to shed. So let's go ahead, let's shed them. And as always, I will link a copy of my book in the description below if you want to get more tips, more tricks, and find out what's like the next things that you can do beyond alcohol and cutting out restaurant food, okay? Love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.